I'm KPB Co-op, and today I have Beefy Smash Doods Elegant with me. Thank you so much for being on with me today.
No problem, dude.
So, after looking online, the earliest tournament you entered I could find is EVO 2015 for Smash 4. Is Smash 4 the first competitive Smash game you've played?
Yes. I played Smash. I started playing competitively and going to tournaments. It was Smash 4. I played Melee and Brawl and the other Smash games, but I wasn't really like competitive in those games. I was too late for Brawl, and so I was like, okay, when this game comes out, I'm gonna try to be more competitive as I can. And I was like, when the game came out, I practiced, and then I went on Smash Boards, and my friend told me about there's this tournament in Laguna Hills. That was my first local ever, and I was like, it's time, dude. It's time to go ham. So yeah, I guess that's how I started playing Smash competitively.
Have you played any other video games competitively at a high level prior to playing Smash 4?
Well, I wasn't in competitive scenes, but I played Mortal Kombat a lot competitively. Mortal Kombat 9, I was a Johnny Cage main. I was like really, really good. I kind of wanted to go to tournaments, but I just played online. I was just really good online. I was like, I think I was ranked too. I don't know.
Nice. All right, cool.
As you started getting better and better, did you have a moment of realization that you could become a threat to top players and maybe be one of the best in the world?
Okay, so I didn't think I would be the best in the world when I first started playing, but that was my goal. I wanted to be a threat to everyone and to know like who I am as a player, like as a person too, I guess. But I just wanted to just like be a threat to everyone, just like know who I am, and like if they see, I want people to see my name and be like, oh god, I have to fight him, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't think I'd be the best in the world. I just wanted to be like a threat to everyone. But that wasn't like really my goal, because how I usually go about goals is that I take little steps to reach a certain point I want to make. So when I first started playing, I was like, okay, so my first step is to be on my region's PR.
Yeah.
So what I would do is like I would try to get there first. Because when I first started playing, I think I was ranked like around the 17th area. And so I'm like, okay, now I'm on the PR. Now I want to get higher and higher and higher, right?
Yeah.
And to do that, you have to do good at tournaments, at your locals, at regionals, majors, etc.
Yeah,
so
of course.
I have to work my way for little steps. Like, okay, I'm 17th right now. I want to get top 15. If I do better like that, like I got 13th or whatever, I'm like, okay, I want top 10 now. I get top 10, I'm like, okay. I do small goals too. I'm like, okay, now I want top 8. I got top 5. I'm like, okay, now I want to get top 3. And now I'm top 3 in SoCal. The more in SoCal is like a really stacked region. So the higher you are on that PR, like the more it is that how much of a threat you are at the other majors and stuff. Because like we have Lloyd and Larry for top 3 and myself, and behind me are Charlie and Zenny, who are absolutely amazing players.
Yeah.
Like it's actually crazy. So I just did that, and I basically just played the game, and I just got the results from hard motivation, dedication that I have in this game.
So it was all about making the little steps and not being like, all right, I'm 17th on the PR, now I want to be first.
Yeah, I don't do that, because I think doing that is a bad mentality. You just have to get little steps in in between your goal. If you do that, then you start noticing the habits a lot more. You start noticing your mentality, play style, neutral, offstage game, combo game, etc.
Yeah.
So if you just take your time, and you'll get there eventually.
So speaking of being a top player, recently we've seen evidence of the stress that top players go through in events and through sets that put everything on the line. Can you speak to the level of stress that players go through and how you handle it yourself?
So when players usually play at those high levels, like tense situations, it's more of like if they can go on after the tournament, you know? It's like, I guess some smashers, top smashers, have like kind of, I guess, a not, I guess, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Like, I guess the motivation to keep playing again after they lose, because they're like, oh man, now I lost. No, that's not good for my sponsor. Like they just think all this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they do it and they just think all this stuff, and then just like it stresses them out, and so. And like people have high expectations of you as a player too, because you're doing so well at tournaments. Like, oh, Void's not like he didn't make like top 16 at this tournament. He's washed.
Yeah.
You know. It's just some players like that. They usually have the stress of doing that. But personally, for me, I don't get stressed at all in tournaments. Like every set I'm at, I'm always hype and energetic. I always want to play. Like even if I lose. Of course, losing's like. Of course, everyone's gonna get mad when they lose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you lose, that's where I think losing is where you are right now in Smash. Because like I got this mentality. It's like even if you lose, there's always another tournament for you to do good at.
Yeah.
So I just kept that in mind, and losing is just like it's like a good way to like show where you are in Smash. And I think. The high tension of the sponsors and the players and the crowd and everything like that gets the players sometimes. But for me personally, it just hypes me out even more, you know. But that's just me.
So you stay mostly focused on the positive things and take losses as, here's where I am and this is what I can do to now move forward.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
As you've grown as a player new to the game into a professional player, have you ever had to sacrifice anything in your personal life to pursue Smash?
No. So with me is that so when I was playing competitively, I was actually 16 years old, meaning that I was in high school. So what I do is that I would try to balance my Smash life and my school life.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think I was doing way more better in Smash than I was supposed to school, because I'm becoming a better player now. So honestly, because I want to go to community college first because I have no idea what I want to do.
Yeah.
So honestly, high school wasn't really a big deal for me, so I didn't really lose much. Honestly, I don't think I lost anything when I was at high school, or like anything really. I just had to balance it out between, okay, so I have to make sure I'm passing my classes, I have to balance Smash and have the practice regiments, and honestly, it's not that hard to like balance school and Smash. Personally for me, I didn't lose anything from it. I just like, if anything, I got better at organizing what I need to do with my social life and my like business life with Smash.
So you never had a situation where you had to cancel a date or tell Mr. Rogers or something, look, put it off to a Wednesday, I've got MSM tonight.
No, nothing like that. I don't like to talk about Smash at my school, because school is like my other like life that's not Smash.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I actually knew people that actually know that I play Smash, and they actually call me Elegant. So I'm literally walking to my class, I'm like, oh, what's up, Elegant? I'm like, huh? It's like, it's kind of weird, but you get used to it.
Let's move away from the personal questions and get into the game. You had spectacular results this season, 5th place finish at the 2GG Championships, adding to the win of the Last Chance qualifier just to get into the championship, along with an amazing 2nd place finish at GTX. You achieved all of this with Luigi, a character that not many would consider top tier. Is it ever daunting looking at a bracket full of Clouds, Bayonettas, Sheiks, or Diddies?
No, because personally for me, I think Luigi is good against the top tiers like Bayo, Cloud, Diddy, Foxes, all those types of players, like characters.
Yeah.
The only thing that I struggle with is probably Rosalina and Mewtwo. So I think Luigi's worst matchups are Mewtwo, like his absolute worst is Mewtwo and Rosa, and the matchups aren't as bad, but losing favorite to Luigi is Zero Suit, Sheik, and Mega Man. I think those 5 characters can really do a work on Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the rest of the cast, Luigi does fine against, like Bayo, Cloud, Marth, Meta Knight, Mario, etc.
Yeah, everyone else relevant.
Yeah. I don't really have a nervous breakdown if I have to fight a Rose or a Cloud, because I know the character knowledge to interact with those characters.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do like a move, I'm like, okay, I have to do this.
Yeah.
Or like I'm getting juggled, I'm like, okay, I have to do this. You know, because like I have options in my head because I practiced a lot against these characters, because you just have to, especially when you're Luigi.
Yeah, you have to work really hard against some of the characters who just are given a lot better tools.
Yeah.
I guess you did kind of answer least favorite matchups, but what are your favorite matchups to play?
I like fighting Sheiks, Little Macs, and Bayos.
You
I
really
love
like the
those
Little Mac matchup?
Yeah, I love it. Most people hate Little Mac because like he spams smash attacks and stuff, but I actually love fighting Little Mac because people say like, "Oh, you're Luigi, you can easily do it." I'm like, it's not as easy as you think, and I just like fighting Little Mac with like anyone really.
Yeah. So you just like tearing on low tiers is what I'm hearing.
Basically,
Oh.
if you count Bayo as a low tier.
Something I'm dying to know is how it felt 3-1ing Salem in the playoff group of the 2GGC, who's arguably the second best player in the world.
So against Salem, you really have to learn how to fight Bayo, and you have to learn what Bayo is looking for in the neutral, which I'm really good at. People call me like the Bayo Slayer for a reason, because I'm really good against Bayos.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a positive record against every Bayo, or tied with every Bayo. You just have to look for what Bayo is looking for in neutral, and just like abuse what tools to have to like interact Bayo. Against Salem, he's very defensive.
Yeah.
So you have to like actually wait and punish whatever it is he's gonna do, because he loves spamming Nair.
Yeah.
So I have to wait until he lands and try to punish him. I think game 4 is when I beat him like in like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. You had the nasty up B. That read was so far ahead because he was holding shield up too. There was no, at least from my perspective, like indication that he would do that, and it was a crazy read that worked.
I call that the Wi-Fi up B, because like when people see Luigi going down like that, they expect the grab, so they try to go up. They try to grab first.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually go for like the up B, because I usually drop shield and try to do anything. So I'm actually in this situation. I'm gonna do it and see what happens. I did it and I got him. I'm like, yes.
What a crazy way to win.
Yeah.
So let's go back to specifically Luigi. We have a lot of people claim characters have a lot of untapped potential, like Yoshi or Roy, and others have hit their peak. How much room do you think Luigi realistically has to grow?
I think I've gotten to the point where Luigi is like pretty much a top tier character at this point.
Mm-hmm.
People might say he's not top tier, but he's like high tier now. Like I think I looked at the current tier list and I saw Luigi's spot rose a lot from where it was at, because he was like mid tier, and I think like in around the 30-40s area. Now he's like right by like people like Marth, Falcon, all those people, which is like high tier, kind of bottom of top tier. But I think Luigi can actually grow more if they learn how to deal with the bad matchups, try to find ways to interact the bad matchups, find methods to not make the matchup bad, and just find strategies around that. I think if Luigi just learn how to do that, he'll be like a better character. Like I think he might be top 10 if they exploit everything Luigi does.
That's crazy. If you had asked someone probably a year ago, they'd be like, wait, Mario outside of the top 10 and Luigi inside of it? Like, sorry, ally, stop talking out your ass. So the third version of the PGR was your first time being ranked globally, and that was at the 25th spot. There's an argument that you will make top 15 on the PGR coming out in under a month. Do you see yourself breaking into the top 10 for the PGR version 5?
That's a good question. I think I am top 15 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at the 11th spot, like just outside of top 10. But there is a chance that I might be top 10 like next season,
Yeah.
PGR 4. Because I think the X Factor really will help me get top 10. Because I don't know how it like works. Like, I don't understand like the deal behind X Factor, but I know the more numbers of X Factor you have, like the positive, you go up. I think on the PGR. So I think realistically, I'm 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the 13th through 11th spot, but I think the X Factor will help me get to top 10. So we'll just have to see. My goal is actually to get top 10 if I'm not already on it next season.
So last thing I want to talk about is doubles. A lot of discussion, especially from a lot of pros, have talked about doubles dying and Cloud being a big dampener on just enjoying it and also stagnating the metagame. How do you feel about Cloud and doubles and the whole situation where everyone's like, I kind of just want him gone?
Personally for me, I think double Cloud isn't that bad. I think Bayo and Cloud aren't that bad in doubles. It's just like people just need to find a way to deal with Cloud. Like honestly, like that double Cloud is honestly not that bad. You just have to play really smart. For ban wise, I can see it being banned. If he needs to get banned, he needs to be banned like right now. Otherwise, like it's not gonna be pretty for doubles. But I think there's a good chance they won't ban Cloud if people actually play smart against double Cloud.
Yeah.
I know it's like it's hard, but it's pretty doable if you just play your cards right. Because if they get a grab, it's limit. But if you just have the game plan of sticking together, you should be fine. And there's 2v1 every Cloud.
Last question, and it has to do with things that lead us to so many great pictures of you from events, and it's the mashing. I don't think we've seen anyone hit the perfect tornadoes as consistently as you do. Do you ever have potential dates ask you why your right arm is a lot bigger than your left arm?
Actually, I don't get people asking me like the differences between my arms. But I usually exercise my triceps and biceps to actually help with my mashing.
I heard Concon in the past talk about how he can't work out like a specific part of his arm the day before a tournament because it gets hard on his mashing. Do you have the same thing?
Yes, I don't do that. When exercising, it helps with the stamina purposes with mashing, so you don't get tired as much. Yeah. And it helps like rising with the tornado, of course. But I usually exercise like withstand like exhaustion or stuff like that. I usually don't get tired personally when I mash all day. That was different at a championship. I was like really tired because like I played all day against like top players. Like I had to really like be in the game.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a different story. But like if I'm actually playing like all day, I will most likely not get tired because I can literally play all day and not get tired of mashing.
Thanks so much for taking the time to sit down and do this interview. It's been really enlightening seeing your opinion about stress and doubles and a lot of other things that we don't necessarily get to see when we just see you play. Please feel free to let everyone know where they can find you online, your team, and maybe any merchandise that is currently being sold.
I like how you worded that. That's pretty good. So if you want to find me, my Twitter is elegant_Matt. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's elegant_Matt. If you want to follow me on Snapchat, that's the Basic Kid 8. If you want to follow my Twitch to see when I go live and play Smash and do viewer battles, sub battles, all that stuff, you can follow me at elegantmatt69. Also, I am selling a Luigi Elegant shirt. I have it right here, actually. This shirt right here. It is not going to be sold after December. So if you want one, please get it before it runs out. Make sure to do that. It helps with me, and it helps my sponsor. So if you want me to travel more, I would highly recommend getting this T-shirt. And plus, it looks cool, so you should probably get one if you want. If you don't have to, but it's a pretty good shirt if you want one.
Thank you so much for being on with me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, dude.